Hello and welcome to my vlog. Today we're going to talk about what does the number 666 mean from the Revelations. Let's look at a summary of part of the New Testament, Apocalypse, chapter 13, and then analyze it through the eyes of the Spirit Emmanuel. I will read this in summary. Chapter 13, a beast comes out of the sea. It has 10 horns, 7 heads containing diadems and blasphemous names. Like a leopard, but paws like a bear and mouth like a lion. It is given power, throne, and authority by the dragon. One head was mortally wounded and healed. In wonderment, the whole world followed after the beast. People worship beast and dragon. Their authority to last only 42 months. Granted authority over all people, nation, and race. Worshipped by all those who do not have their names in the book of life. Let him who have ears heed these words. If one is destined for captivity, into captivity he goes. If one is destined to be slain by the sword he will be slain. Such is the faithful endurance that distinguishes God's holy people. A second beast comes up out of the earth. It used the authority of the first beast to promote its interest by making the world worship the first beast, whose mortal wound had been healed. Performs great miracles, leads astray earth's inhabitants by telling them to make an idol of the first beast. Life is given to the image of the beast, and the power of speech and the ability to put to death anyone who refuses to worship it. Forces all men, rich and poor, to accept a stamp image on the right hand or forehead. No one is allowed to buy or sell anything unless first marked with the name of the beast or the number that stood for its name. A certain wisdom is needed here. With a little ingenuity, anyone can calculate the number of the beast, for it is a number that stands for a certain man. The man's number is 666. Now, first we are told the authority of the beast will last 42 months. According to Emmanuel, the correct interpretation is, the Apocalypse states that the beast would stay great and blasphemous for 42 months, adding that his number would be 666. And that is in Revelation chapter 18, verses 5 to 18. By examining the importance of symbols at that time and following a certain course of interpretation, we can take each month as being 30 years instead of 30 days. Hence, there is a period of 1,260 years, which is precisely the period, this is told to us by the Spirit Emmanuel, the period from the 610 AD to 1870 AD of our era, when the papacy was consolidated from the time, and of its appearance with the emperor Focus in 607 to the decree of papal infallibility by Pius IX in 1870, which marked the decadence and absence of Vatican authority in light of humankind's scientific, philosophic, and religious evolution. So what is Emmanuel telling us? He says that the beast is the Catholic Church, which became corrupted over time, forgetting that it is the church who is to serve, not the populace to serve the church. Emmanuel tells us of many occasions when the spirit world attempted to bring the church back to its beginnings. One such effort is when one of Jesus' apostles reincarnated as St. Francis of Assisi. St. Francis tried to demonstrate by example that the church was meant to go out and help people, not just to collect money or to try and stay locked up in monasteries. Now, what about the famous number 666? If the Catholic Church was the beast, what does the number 666 signify? Again, Emmanuel has the answer. As for the number 666, without referring to the interpretations using Greek numerals, but rather using the Roman numerals because they were the most widespread and well-known, we must keep in mind that the Supreme Pontiff of the Roman Church uses the titles Vicarius Generalis Dei in Terris, or Vicarius Filii Dei, or Du Cleri, which means respectively God's chief vicar on earth, vicar of the Son of God, and captain of the clergy. All one needs is a little game of patience, adding up the Roman numerals found in each papal title, and one will find the same results of 666 in each one of them. Emmanuel told us the answer. Hence, the beasts were the popes who contributed to the church's journey from simple gathering places where people congregated to discuss the teaching of Jesus and to assist those in need, to the builder of wealth for the religious class at the top. By siphoning the hard-earned money of millions of peasants and other people, but at least now to the present day's Catholic Church's benefits, they have reformed themselves into a more benevolent organization, performing many good services for their flock. If you would like to learn more about how the spirit world tries to guide us, and also learn about Spiritism, and how we are from nations to people, what our future will be as the earth, as a collective earth, read my book, Book 3, How We Are Guided by Spirits. It will tell you why we're on earth and where we are going and what a wonderful planet the earth will be someday. God bless.